Hello everyone. In this video, I will discuss about two-port networks and its different parameters such as Z, Y, transmission and H parameters. Then the conversion of two-port network, interconnection of two-port networks and symmetrical properties of T and pi networks has to be discussed. First, what is two-port network? A pair of terminals A pair of terminals at which an electrical signal may enter or leave a network is called a port. So having only one pair of terminals is called as one port network. Suppose number of two pair of terminals are called two port network. So n number of ports is called as n number of port it is called as n port network. So this is a n-port network. This is your block diagram for two-port network. Here this is a input port. This is your output port. Here I1 is the input current and V1 is the input voltage. I2 and V2s are the output current and voltage respectively. Here this is n-port network. The n-port network is one of the port is act as a input port. Another port is act as a output port. All other ports are connected to some other networks. So next, different parameters related to two-port networks are independent, impedance or Z parameters, admittance Y parameters, hybrid H parameters, inverse hybrid G parameters, ABCD parameters, inverse ABCD parameters. In your syllabus only Z parameters, Y parameters, H parameters and ABCD parameters. We discussed only the four parameters. So first Z parameters. So the Z parameters are otherwise called as open circuited parameters or impedance parameters. So this is a general matrix form. Here the V1 and the V2s are the dependent variable, I1 and I2s are the independent variable. So in terms of scalar form, V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. So V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. So put these two equation, I2 is equal to 0 and find Z11 and Z21. So Z11 is V1 by I1. This is nothing but open circuit input impedance. So Z21 is nothing but V2 by I2. So this is nothing but the open circuit forward transfer impedance. So next, in this equation, put I1 is equal to 0. That means open circuited input side, input port. So that Z12 and Z22 you obtained. So that Z12 is equal to V1 by I2. So which is otherwise called as open circuit reverse transfer impedance. So Z22 is V2 by I2. This is called as open circuit output impedance. These are all the parameters for open circuit impedance parameters. So next one, Y parameters or short circuit parameters. So this is otherwise called as admittance parameters. This is a general matrix form and in scalar form this one. So here I1 and I2s are the dependent parameters. V1 and V2s are the independent parameters. Here substitute V2 is equal to 0 for these two equation. That means short circuited the output port and find Y11 and Y21. So Y11 is I1 by V1. That is called as short circuit input admittance. So Y21 is called as short circuit forward transfer admittance. Similarly, you put V1 is equal to 0 for this equation and find Y12 and Y22. Y12 is nothing but I1 by V2, that is called as, otherwise called as short circuit reverse transfer admittance, and Y22 is I2 by V2, that is short circuit output admittance. So these are all the parameters, that is Y parameters or admittance parameters for two-port network. Next, these are transmission parameters or otherwise called as ABCD parameters or chain parameter or cascade parameters. This is a and there is the general matrix form. In scalar form, V1 is equal to A V2 minus B I2. So I1 is equal to C V2 minus D into I2. So put these two equation, I2 is equal to 0. We obtained A and C. So what is A? A is nothing but reverse voltage gain. Reverse voltage gain. So and C is nothing but transfer admittance. So similarly, you put V2 is equal to 0 for this equation. That means short circuited the output port, so that B is equal to V1 by minus I2. So that is called as transfer impedance. So D is equal to I1 minus I2, which is called as reverse voltage gain. These are all the transmission parameters or ABCD parameters. Next, this is the H parameters or hybrid parameters. This is a combination of Z and Y parameters. This is a general matrix form. In scalar form, V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. So I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Here, V1 and I2s are dependent parameters. I1 and V2s are independent parameters. So next put V2 is equal to 0, find H11 and H21, and similarly put I1 is equal to 0, find H12 and H22. This is where H11 and H21, H22 and H12, these are all the hybrid parameters or H parameters. Next is the conversion of two-port parameters. Here the conversion of two-port parameters can be converted to any form as follows. From Y parameters to Z parameters, Z to Y and Y to ABCD, whatever may be possible. Here only we discussed about Y to Z, Z to Y. So in general, I is equal to Y into V. So V is equal to Z into I. So you substitute instead of I, Y into V. So V get cancelled. So finally Z is nothing but Y inverse and Y is nothing but Z inverse. So inverse matrix, that is nothing but adjoint of that matrix divided by the determinant of that matrix. So adjoint is nothing but changing the diagonal elements for both the sides and put the minus for this diagonal. So and then divided into that is the determinant of that matrix. This is Y to Z, Z to Y conversion. Next one, these are all this table represents the parameters conversion table for Z, Y, H and ABCD. So next, interconnections of two-port network. There are three ways to connect the two-port networks. So here the parallel, series and cascade. So parallel means OA and OBs are suppose connected to parallel means. So that is a admittance matrix. Overall admittance matrix is sum of individual matrix. Similarly, series means ZA and ZB. That is overall impedance matrix equal to sum of individual matrix ZA and ZB. So next, cascade. So cascade is nothing but so transmission matrix are connected in cascade, that is TA and TB. The overall transmission matrix is the product of individual matrices. Next, this is a symmetrical T network. Here the derivation for characterizes impedance is Z0 in terms of series and shunt of impedance. This is a circuit diagram for T network. Here the Z1 is a series arm and equal to Z2 is a shunt arm. So in this symmetrical means, so Z in is equal to Z0. So that first these two resistors are in series. So and then this combination is again parallel with this one, and then this combination is series with this one. So right then I expand this equation. Finally, we get Z0 is equal to root of Z1 square by 4 plus Z1 into Z2. This is a characteristic impedance for series and shunt arm impedance. Next, this in terms of open and short circuited impedances. So this is a open circuited. So this is write the equation for open circuit this one. So these two resistors are in series, Z1 by 2 plus Z2, and the short circuit of this one is, so these two these two resistors are in series and parallel with this one. So you you write and expand this equation, and finally we get Z naught is equal to root of Z naught C into ZSC. This is what is this here is represents the characteristic impedance is the geometric mean of open and short circuit impedance measured at any pair of terminals. Next, this is a propagation constant gamma. In this circuit, this is a T network. Here, you are assuming current, entering current and leaving current. Entering current is IS and leaving current is IR. So, applying the KVL for the second loop. So, minus IR into Z1 2 minus IR into Z0. So, IS minus IR into Z2 is equal to 0. Simplify this equation. Find IS by IR, that is equal to e power gamma. So that you find gamma is equal to natural ln of this one. So this is where propagation constant for symmetrical tree network. Next, pi network. So again, the derivation for characteristic impedance is Z0 in terms of series and shunt arm impedance. Here the series arm is Z1 and the shunt arm is Z2. So what is a symmetrical condition is Zin is equal to Z0. So that here Zin is equal to Z0. Here these two resistors are in parallel, and this combination is again series with this resistance, and again this combination is parallel with this resistance. Expand this and find Z0 square is equal to 4 Z1 Z2 square by Z1 plus 4 into Z2. So multiplying numerator and denominator by the factor Z1 by 4, so that we obtained the relationship between Z0 pi and ZOT is represented by this equation 2. So next, in terms of open and short circuited impedance, this is a open circuit diagram, this is a short circuit diagram. So this is open circuit diagram. Here is 2Z2 is parallel with these two series combination, and that is short circuit is these two are in parallel. Multiply these two resistor, that is we get Z0 pi. So here also the same, the characteristic impedance is a geometric mean of open and short circuited impedance measured at any pair of terminals. So next, propagation constant. The voltage across entering and leaving node are assumed to be, here is ES, here is ER. So that the respectively, and the output side is you are connected. Here is one resistor Z0 by applying the potential divider rule. What is the potential divider rule? Is nothing but you want suppose ES you ER you want to means, so what is the whole voltage into particular resistance divided by the sum of the resistance, series resistance. So that this 2 into Z0 parallel with 2 into Z2 parallel with Z0 divided by Z1 into 2 into Z2 parallel with Z0. So expand this and simplify this. Find ES by ER, that is equal to e power gamma, and finally we get gamma. Finally, we get gamma. So, gamma is nothing but gamma pi is equal to gamma t. So, same for symmetrical pi and t network for propagation constant. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Comment. Please comment.